Hi everyone. I have missed you guys. How has everybody been? It has been quite some time. I haven't really had the time, or I just haven't really been able to do a live lately. So I apologize for that. Um, I do want to go over a couple things real quick to let you guys know that I will be doing another live as soon as I can, to go over some things. I got some information about the two memorials. You guys are probably questioning some of my videos I've just released. Those are, there's a reason I released them. And then, I want to go over talking to Nevada County sheriffs, talking to that music artist, talking to the guy who he dove right over where Kylie's car was located. And want to talk about the drug problem that we have right now. That is insane. It is every day there's a new article being published, just basically busts happening, upwards of $2.5 million, in fentanyl, stuff like that. And they're mixing things. So there's a lot I really want to go over with you guys. And I got some other stuff, obviously. But as you guys know, I go over things as I can. So I do want to make this completely about Anna Scott. I have posted a video about her recently, and basically as soon as I posted about her, and I mean literally as soon as I posted about her, I was shadow banned. My videos are not getting pushed at all. They're not going anywhere. So I apologize if you guys aren't seeing them. I can't control that. I have no control over that. But it is 100% happening. So I do really want to just give her time, because I don't feel that any life is less important than another. And she's really not getting that attention. Her case is over a year old. This case is in Reno, Nevada. And there's some very shocking things I'm going to show you guys, and viewer discretion will be very much advised at a video I'm going to show you. It's intense. And I don't really know how else to put it. I'll give you a warning about it when we get to that part in this video. I will stop and pause and talk about certain things in this video that I made. I did have a really, really good one made earlier today. I moved some things around on some of my drives, and all my media came off my video. So I had to just put something together as quick as I could, just so I didn't, cancel on you guys, because I hate doing that. I absolutely hate doing that. So Anna Scott has not gotten the attention that she very much deserves. You guys, this case is it's hard. Like, this is a hard case. Once we start going into this real quick, it is very hard. It's different though, to me, working with a family. I've talked to the family. They're where I'm working on this. It's very different. It's a very different aspect to it. Having a family want answers. I can't explain it. It's just different. So this is very much something to share, to put out there. It is an open murder investigation. This is a murder. This has been ruled a murder. And we're going to get into that right now. So I want to share, some of Anna's story. And you guys are going to have to be patient with me. It's been a minute. And I see all you guys joining. Very nice to see you guys. I missed you guys. I see some names. I really don't get on much at all anymore. I put little things out. So it's really nice to see you guys. All right, so let's go into this video, and I'm going to pause it and talk about her, and pause certain spots because I realized they're a little too short to probably read the whole thing in the time frame I gave it. Okay, so I had to pause it because I don't know if everybody was able to see everything that just happened. So on the early morning hours of February 3rd, about 4 a.m., there was a call into Nevada Highway Patrol. They were dispatched out to the southbound I-580 at the Galena Creek Bridge. What they were dispatched out to was a vehicle fire. When they got there, they did find, a person, and this is hard, you guys. This is a really hard one. They did find a person in the trunk of the vehicle, and the car was fully engulfed in flames. It was later determined that that person was Anna Scott. Anna Scott had been shot to death. So the manner of death for Anna is listed as homicide, and the cause of death was a gunshot wound. So the cause of death was not the fire. The cause of death was a gunshot wound. So I want to, she was 23 years old. And we're going to get into that too. I'm definitely going to give you a little bit of Anna's story because I think that's important too. She's not getting the attention she very much deserves. And I know I'm positive there are so many that are not getting the attention they deserve. But I can do something to help with this case right now. So I'm going to, and I hope you guys will too. So let's get back into this. Okay, and this is I'm pause it here because I think this is one of the parts it's really fast on. So on 2222, Anna was at a party, allegedly, things are allegedly, you guys, was at a party with one of her friends. Her friend left the party, and yeah, I know, you guys. Um, her friend left the party. She was at stayed at the party. That is the last time her friend saw her. I mean, that's her account. Um, Nobody, there's been no witnesses that have came forward that at least the police have released or let the family know. Um, and we'll get into that more a little bit as I can discuss that. Um, but nobody saw her after that party. So, um, and I can't even get a time for what time she was seen at that party last. So I'm still working on that part too, because, I want to make sure everything's 100% before I give it to you guys. As always, like that's how I want it to be. So the last time she was seen was at a party. Now, the only person that has been um, whatsoever mentioned in this case as a possible connection, they haven't said, a suspect. They only said this person was sought as a possible connection was this guy, Ja'Cory Shaw. Now, on February 23rd, they located Ja'Cory. They located him due to a separate and completely unrelated incident. And we're going to get into a video after this part right here. But um, I need to very much warn you that Ja'Cory lost his life that night. So it is very graphic what happened. So if that's something you do not want to see, please, turn your TV. Obviously there's sound, it's body cam footage. And we're going to go into that. So, Ja'Cory was a possible connection, but Ja'Cory is no longer alive. Okay, and I'm gonna pull up that video for you guys. Remember, if trigger warning, I don't even know what kind of warnings I can give out right now, but warning, warning, warning. So I'm giving all the warnings I can right now that this is graphic, this is viewer discretion. Please, yes, please spam it all you can in the comments. This is very much graphic. And I've kind of been leaning going that way a little more lately, if you haven't noticed. I feel like making things more of a reality with what we can show legally, which is, publicly released information like body cam footage. I think as tragic, as heartbreaking, and as awful it is to watch, I really feel like it brings a realness to the situations and the cases, and there has to be obviously a respect to it also, with the families and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure you guys miss my sorry. I really think that this is something that the realness needs to come back to, because these are some very serious things we talk about and go over. And I hope at least it helps somebody, even having a conversation with your kid that maybe you wouldn't have had. So let's get into this. And please hit 1 if you can hear it.
Hello, I'm Officer Nick Chambers, Public Information Officer for the Sparks Police Department. This critical incident community brief is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in the 4900 block of Talbot Lane in the city of Reno on February 23, 2022. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to this case, so you have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know now. The Regional Officer-Involved Shooting Protocol conducts a thorough investigation alongside the Sparks Police Department, who conducts a use of force investigation internally, which typically requires investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. Once completed, the investigation in its entirety will be submitted to the Washoe County District Attorney's Office for review. A word of caution: the images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect and to defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers. Body-worn video cameras are worn by officers assigned to patrol duties. Body-worn video cameras are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera limits the viewer from seeing everything the officer saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio beginning 30 seconds prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly where an officer does not have the time to immediately activate the camera. The following footage is actual body-worn camera video from this incident.
I am Deputy Chief Clint Bellamy of the Operations Division of the Sparks Police Department. I'm going to give you a brief overview of a critical incident that resulted in an officer-involved shooting in the city of Reno. The Regional Crime Suppression Unit, also known as RCSU, is comprised of plainclothes undercover detectives from the Sparks Police Department, Reno Police Department, and the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, whose mission is to combat violent crime in Washoe County. On February 23, 2022, detectives with the Regional Crime Suppression Unit were in the area of the 4900 block of Talbot Lane in Reno, Nevada. They were attempting to locate Jacory Shaw, who detectives had probable cause to arrest for the charges of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, carrying a concealed weapon, and discharging a firearm where a person might be endangered. These charges were all related to a Reno Police Department case. During that incident, Shaw was identified as a suspect who was involved in an altercation in a downtown Reno casino during which he brandished a firearm. He then exited the casino and discharged that firearm. Ja'Cory Shaw was also listed as a person of interest in a recent Washoe County Sheriff's Office homicide investigation. Due to the nature of the crime and the potential for the suspect to be armed and dangerous, a Sparks Police K-9 team was brought to the scene to assist detectives in apprehending the suspect. When detectives attempted to make contact with the suspect, he immediately fled on foot, ignoring their verbal commands. Prior to deploying the K-9 patrol dog, the K-9 handler on scene ordered the suspect to stop, or he would release his dog and the suspect would be bit. Due to the fact that detectives believed the suspect had a gun, the K-9 patrol dog was deployed as a less lethal use of force to detain the suspect. However, the suspect continued to flee while also fighting the K-9 dog once it had latched onto his body. As detectives approached the suspect to place him in custody, he pulled a firearm from the front waistband of his pants. Pursuing detectives gave the suspect multiple verbal commands, telling him to drop it now. The suspect then turned towards the detectives with the firearm still in his hand. Believing the suspect presented an imminent threat of death or serious bodily harm to themselves, a detective fired a single round with his service weapon, striking the suspect in the chest. After detectives placed the suspect into custody, detectives began assessing the suspect for injuries and requested medical attention. Once it was discovered that the suspect had been struck by gunfire, detectives began attempting life-saving measures until medical personnel arrived on scene. The suspect was then transported to a local area hospital where he was later pronounced deceased. The detectives and officers involved in this incident were all equipped with body-worn cameras that were activated during this incident.
That's good. Stop! You're gonna get bit! You're gonna get bit! Boss! Boss! Drop it now! Drop it! Drop it now! Drop it now! Okay. Where'd it go? Get it cuffed. Get it cuffed. Do not move. Get the dog. Get it cuffed. Loose. Loose. Off. Put her up. Move. Put her up. Got her. Where's the gun? I saw something. He threw it. Right. Yeah. Hey, is everybody all right? Yeah. Is he hit? I think he's good. Yeah. Hey, stop. Get medics. Get medics going now. Yeah, get medics. Stand up. Grab your medical kit. Here, I got a med kit. Drop it now! Okay. Where'd it go? Get him cuffed. Get him cuffed. Do not move. Get the dog. Get him cuffed. Loose. Loose. Get his arm. Get his arm. Up. Yep. I saw something. It flopped somewhere. Got it? No. Good? Yeah. Is everybody all right? Yeah. Check him. He's bleeding from the mouth. Hey, start medic. Corey. Medic's going now. All right, go ahead and get off of him. Pull his arm. Yeah. I did. You all right? Yeah, I'm good. Here. He's bleeding. Come here.
Okay, guys, and I could play the rest, but it is really brutal to watch. It's really hard for me to watch. I don't like watching, obviously, anybody lose their life. I do have it linked in the description of this live, so if you guys want to finish that, there's really nothing that is relevant to Anna's case after this. But I think I got my point across with the actual video. So Ja'Cory passed away. Ja'Cory did not survive. So obviously, the only person that they had as a person of interest, or that they wanted to talk to in connection, is now deceased. So to me personally, I think that somebody would want to talk more if that person was actually involved. They did find a gun on him. I don't believe what it was. I believe it was a 9mm. I'm not 100% on that. So please fact check me. Please fact check me, because I want you to fact check me, because you should never just take somebody's word for something, for what it is. You should always make sure that you see what you see it with your own two eyes. I always have to do that. I literally don't do anything without doing that. I have to see it with my own two eyes, to the best of your ability. I definitely, and then that helps getting her name moving, and that's what needs to happen, because I swear to you, as soon as I use that hashtag, Anna Scott, my views are literally not even a quarter of what they were. So I don't know what happened with that, and that's sad to me. That is like extremely sad, because every life is so important, and everybody has a family out there, and we truly have a family that wants answers, and it's not being pushed out there. And you guys saw it when I saw a bunch of you guys in the comments on one of my videos, where it was showing 0 views, and there was like 20 something comments at that time, or something crazy like that, because many of you were saying, hey, I'm contacting YouTube, because why does it say you have 0 views and you have all these comments? That's literally the video that started it all, and that video was on Anna Scott. So it's extremely sad to see, and I don't know what reasoning there is behind it, because like I said, every life is just as important as the next, and it's really sad to me. So we're gonna get back into this video, and like I said, I'm gonna stop it and start it and go over some things with you, as I can. So I don't know why I even muted myself. So yeah, this is basically the saying that the family lives by right now is no justice, no peace. They're very tight knit family. They're part of. She was a member of the Pyramid Lake tribal community. So she was Native American. As you know, Native Americans are very tight knit tight knit community. So that this is hitting them very hard. I've seen it in comments. Thankfully, this happened, off of what is it? Oh gosh, I can't even remember what it's called right now, you guys. Sorry. Off of the tribal land, because maybe she will get some justice, but at the same time, the family is thoroughly convinced that they're not going to get justice, and that's got to be a hard thing to feel, that all you want is answers and you can't get any, absolutely none. And you know a lot about the case. I mean, we absolutely know it was murder. There's no guessing about that. There is no, okay, well, it could be this or it could be that. No, it was absolutely murder, and nobody will come forward. And it's truly heartbreaking. And I wanted to stop and just kind of read this to you guys, because according to the family, her entire goal in life was to be the best mother that she could possibly be. Like that was what she strived to do, was be the best mother that she could possibly be. And instead someone took her. They took that away from her. You know, they took a mother from her children. It doesn't get much worse than that. You took the one thing that she strived to do as a person in this world. You took that away from her. You took, you know, the mom away from the children. Like that's just For some reason that bottom thing is not going away. Sorry guys, it's been a while. So Anna's daughter literally will look at the phone, and I believe it has like a picture of her mom on it, and she literally looks at the phone and says, "Mommy, I love my mommy," and kisses the phone. Like, how does that not make any human being's heart just hurt? That a child, and these are young children, that a child is enduring that kind of pain at such a young age because of what? Like, what did you accomplish here? What was the reasoning? Like, what's the reasoning here? Okay, I didn't mean to get it going again, you guys. So yeah, I want to go over some footage with you guys of, you know, I obviously went out there to the area where her car was located because I have to go there. Like I have to see, you know, you have to see the area if you're going to help somebody. It's very the area that they picked has so many cameras on the way. The area that they decided to drop the car off is obviously the best, the most ideal place for them to do so, because it's legitimately in a break in the highway. So on this like patch of 580, there's only a couple breaks in the road for like emergency vehicles to turn like around, like if there's something going on. Where her car was found is literally at one of those breaks in the road. Now, however, the part I don't understand is here we are back at cameras again. There are so many cameras out this way. And one of the main reasons for all the cameras out this way is, if anybody knows anything about Washoe Valley, and, you know, going towards Carson City through Reno area or whatever town that is. I don't even know if that has a town. I think it's still just Reno. That area gets very, very high winds. So they have to shut it down a lot. So they monitor that area with all different sorts of things. There's even like a geothermal plant place up on the right somewhere over there. So it's very, very monitored with cameras. So once again, here we are with cameras again, and nobody happened to see a vehicle that turned around in a time that they shouldn't have been turning around because they weren't an emergency vehicle. So I mean, here we are back with cameras that should have been, I mean, I don't know if they were evaluated. I don't know much about the law enforcement side of this case because I haven't even touched that yet. But I do know that if you Google this case, not much shows up. Not much at all. So I'm hoping we can change that, you guys. I'm hoping we can actually get answers. Do they have shot stoppers? I don't know what a shot stopper is. But yeah, there's cameras. And then I'm going to show you guys a little clip of, you know, some of the cameras, because there are cameras. But this right here, I'm going to press play, is exactly where her car was located. Like that is where her car was located. Like it's awful to just know, you know. But do you see what I mean? Like there's the only break in the road right there, and no camera picked up anything. Nobody should be turning around right through there unless you're an emergency vehicle. So that makes no sense to me. I mean, it just absolutely does not. So we're just gonna go through some of these clips. I don't know what's what. was not prepared, but I have to get this out there. It's so heavy on my heart, you guys. It's really hard to just think about what the family is going through when they actually want the help and they're not even able to get the help. Okay, that's not the one I want. But I'll show you guys this picture because it's the same video. And it's like it's been a year already, you know. It's already been a year and nothing. They have nothing. This is what the family put out there for her. She's got her little cross out there, and this is, you know, looking out directly at that area, and like that's just haunting to me. It's just So that's some of my questions for you guys too. I'm gonna read the comments here in a second. Is if you know, the person that was in question or that they wanted to talk to is deceased, why has nobody came forward and put it on him? You know what I mean? Sorry. Put it on him, right? Because why wouldn't you put it on somebody that can no longer vouch for themselves? Why are there no phone pings? Why don't we have a phone ping? Whose phone was where that car was? Right next to hers. Was her phone in the car? I mean, there's questions. I have questions. We're gonna have lots of questions. But guess what? We have a family that wants these questions and they want answers for these questions. So there is, you know, local talk that I've heard from not me, not anybody I talk to, but people that I've talked to that are familiar with this case. And they said that rumor has it that it's somebody that possibly, you know, she may have dated. But and that, you know, even people have said that they think that the law enforcement actually knows who it is, 100% knows who it is and won't do anything about it. 100%. And that's like multiple people have told me that. So I can't even tell you how eerie the similarities are here, but the big difference here is we have a family that wants those answers. So we have that. I mean, that's a positive for Anna to get that justice. I want to, let's see, what else did I want to go over with you guys? Yeah, so about the party, I don't honestly have a clue about time. I'm still waiting on some messages back on that, on like what time they were at the party, who was for sure the last person to see. Some things weren't mentioned. There are articles out there. If you guys want to read those, please do, because there is some information out there that I haven't shared that's just like I didn't think that right the second it benefits anything. And I don't really like just sharing news articles all the time, unless it's something that they're trying to delete. Then I like sharing those because, you know, you're not going to, yeah, you guys know. All right. So right here, I said I'd show you guys the cameras. I had to get it as best as I could. So right here above this white car, these are everywhere, you guys, like literally everywhere. They're pointed up and down, up and down. So it's so mind-boggling to me that, but it's not, you know, one camera we're trying to find here, you guys. Now it's multiple cameras that absolutely have nothing, you know, nothing. We have nothing again, absolutely nothing. So if anybody's, you know, not doing anything and wants to, you know, go look into some cameras, that'd be cool. Because Anna really needs us, you guys. Anything I post, it doesn't matter which platform it is, it's just doesn't go anywhere with her name, and that's not how it should be whatsoever. This is another video, and I have more, I just have to upload it. This is just another view of, you know, right there. See, it's just an open, let me see if I can pause it right at the end right here. Oh wow, did I really do that? You guys, I am rusty. I am sorry. So yeah, you see it's literally right, the only break. So I will come up with a map to show you exactly where it was, because when I was talking to one of the family members. I couldn't figure out where it was because where they were saying it was, by the Galena Creek Bridge, but where I was in different area. I mean, there's only a couple of these. Like I said, there's like 2 or 3. I can't off the top of my head remember. But it's hard to figure out which one it is. I was only able to catch it because I saw the cross out of the corner of my eye. So you guys, please help spread this case. Dig into it as much as you can. 23-year-old Anna Scott out of Reno, Nevada, passed away either the late night of February 2nd, 2022, or the very early hours of February 3rd, 2022. It is listed on her obituary and such. Excuse me. It's February 3rd. So, I mean, obviously you're going off of other things. I don't even want to think about that part. So people have to have information on this. There's if there was a party, there was people there. Who's the last person to see her? Once again, we're dealing with same kind of situation, and I don't even know what kind of situation it 100% is. But I don't know what if phone pings were done. There's no camera footage. Washoe is 100% saying that unless it comes from them, basically do not listen, I guess, or do not believe it, or it was something like that. Because, well, I'm sure they didn't want the same thing, I'm sure. But the thing is that it's been over a year, and here we are. She has no answers. Her children have no answers. Her children have the fact that their mom was found there, and that's all they know a year later. That doesn't sit well with me. And I know you guys are amazing. Like, some of the things you guys come up with, some of the things you find. Please help Anna get her justice, you guys. Please spread the word about her. I don't know how else to get it out there. So if you can talk about her, look her up, see what you can figure out. We want justice for her, and you guys are amazing. Research shot spotter. Sorry, I said it wrong previously. Okay, I'll research it. Let me write that down real quick. Shot spotter. Okay, so I'm checking on the comments. We need more like that. I want answers. Yeah, that's so heartbreaking for the family. It really is heartbreaking for the family, because you have a family that's literally wants answers, you guys. All right, I'm trying to get to the comments. My mouse is stuck. So I can say hi to everybody. Please say it. Hi, Scrolls on Fire. How are you? Rough day with my dad, but I have the best time for you and her family. Oh, wait, with your dad? Oh, I hope everything's okay. But thank you. I really, really, really appreciate it. Like I said, you guys, the more eyes on this, the better. Like, I just cannot believe how much it's not getting talked about. It's deja vu, but in just a different way. Like I said, I can't really put your finger on what it's like to have a family that, actually wants help and is literally out there begging for help and posting. They have a GoFundMe, I think, for the children, but it's just, they're not getting the answers, and they're convinced they're not going to. And I want to change that. I feel like everybody deserves their justice, and I don't care who brings that justice. I have absolutely zero beef with any law enforcement of any kind. I back the blue 100%, but at the same time, I don't back, corruption. I don't back people not doing their jobs. I don't back things like that. So I will do anything I can to help any family that is ever just like, like, I feel like that's just something that, anybody that's in here right now, it's heavy on your heart that you want to see, people get that justice that they deserve, that, somebody's speaking for them, because they cannot speak for themselves. That's why I said what I said about Jacory. He cannot speak for himself. So the fact that nobody, to the best of my knowledge, has said, oh yeah, he did it, the family still doesn't have that person associated with this. So I don't think that's come into play, because, a person that is passed on cannot speak for themselves. So, I mean, I'm just thinking, what math asked, hold on, let me see. February 3rd is my dad's death day, but I'll push me for answer. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Sending you virtual hugs, and it's your birthday on top of that. Oh Lordy. Happy birthday. Like double hugs. Everybody give Scrolls on Fire big air. I don't even know. I can't give you a high five for your birthday and a hug for the other one. Gosh, I'm sorry. That's rough. I'm sorry. Math, where is your comment? Has her family attempted any FOIA requests? I don't know. I do not know. But I definitely, I'm not the FOIA type. I've talked to, I think, SIFA before about FOIA requests. So if any of you guys are really good at that, I mean, I don't even need a copy of it. I'm going to do what I can do. But yeah, I would definitely, if I'll ask if they have it, because they would have the unredacted information. So yeah, I'll see if they have it. Can you find out and see what we need to FOIA? Yeah. Yes, I'll definitely do that. And I don't know, it might all still be, I don't know how that works, because it's, I don't know. I mean, it's open. Like Kylie's case is open, so it should be the same, right? I'm looking at the comments. I'm like, can you find out? Do you think being Native American puts the family at a disadvantage in terms of law enforcement's efforts to help bring them justice? So, Gregory, I am going to touch on this, and the reason why I'm going to touch on this is because I saw it in some of my comments on that first video I posted about Anna, and yeah, I honestly I saw it so much that I was like, wait, what? That's real. Yeah, I mean, possibly that, or somebody knows somebody. We've seen it happen before. I haven't gotten into that part yet, so I'm not sure. I will let you know. I'm still working on my opinion on that, but I feel like, yeah, I'm leaning towards yeah, but I don't want to think that. But I just feel, I really do. And I hate to see that, and I hate it. I really do. So it's a hard one for me to touch on. So yeah. Everyone counts. Yes, absolutely. Everyone counts, you guys. And that's the thing, is that we really need, and that's why I needed everybody here. I felt like I was begging everybody to come, but I really need you guys, everybody just come together and try to get, obviously, justice for Kylie and justice for any case we take on. But Anna is not getting, she's just not getting that attention. So Anna Marie Scott, her birthday is June 10th, 1998. She passed away on February 3rd, 2022. So I can repeat that for anybody that needs it. So Washoe County Detective Division does have a phone number. I'm going to say that for everybody in case anybody wants to, somebody sees this video and they're like, oh my God, I was at that party. And they want to, turn it into the detectives. I have that number. I also have the secret witness number. So I'm going to share those with you guys right now, just in case somebody does get that, oh my God, I didn't realize this is what happened, and this is what her children are going through. It just takes that one heartstring to pull on, and hopefully children, like these are children, young children, very young children. Yeah, hopefully just that one heartstring, So Washoe County Sheriff's Detective Division is area code 775-328-3320. And then the secret witness line for this is 775-322-4900. So basically, anything you guys can find, please, let's get her justice. I mean, this has been swept under the rug way too long. And I feel bad that I didn't touch it sooner. I spoke about it often, but I feel bad that I didn't touch it sooner. I guess it took the 1 year anniversary for me to kind of be like, wow, I should have tried to help sooner. So let's do what we can. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I really appreciate you guys coming in here tonight. I missed you guys. I really did. If I could be on here every single, second, I would, I promise. But just know that I have not stopped on anything at all whatsoever. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And thank you for taking your evening and spending some of it with me. Shanda, happy birthday. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I just, I appreciate you guys. So thank you each for joining me. And you guys, let's please get Anna Scott some justice here. You guys have a wonderful night. Okay. Thank you.